Okay, that's that.
Hello.
Hello. How are you, Prairie Queen?
Oh, I'm doing good. Doing good. Staying in the house, staying cool.
Staying cool, and here it is, not even mid-July, and
I
she and
know.
I are already complaining.
Yeah, I don't know. For me, it's more concern because I'm going, oh, geez, get those nighttime temperatures back down at least.
Yeah, yeah, I can't imagine. Yeah, sleeping sweaty is not. Ew, that's the worst way to sleep.
Hmm.
Sleeping sweaty. Ugh. Okay, so um, I have a story to
Okay.
tell, and it has to do with one of the neighborhood members here in the YouTube verse. Um, and I don't know if he would be over in there or not. Okay, so let me see. Okay, really quick over in the chat, Jonathan, everybody's favorite little brother,
Hello.
ever faithful. God, I love that you show up. God, you're you're just like the cutest little puppy ever. You just want to hold him all the time. Yeah, thanks for being here, Jonathan. Good morning to you. Pagan Mama 37. Hey, big heart to you. Thanks for being here, sweetheart. Uh,
Oh, yes. Hello,
and
Pagan.
you guys, perhaps you'll be seeing Peg and Mama 37 around here from time to time, more frequently. Maybe again, we'll see, huh? We're going to build the mystery. We're going to foster the anticipation. Yeah. Uh, yeah. So anyway, but that's what some of those other channels do. Like, and this is not clickbait even. Okay, so I have to make this big public service thing. Well, no, it's an open apology to the Mudbrooker. Okay,
Oh,
everybody's favorite cast iron expert, the Mudbrooker, and our friend
mm-hmm.
Mudbrooker. I have a story. And this boring story is sort of related to the second boring story that I'll be telling before we even get to Stinky out there dropping names like they were hot. Um, but anyway, okay, so Mudbrooker. Okay, so I sent. Okay, Prairie Queen, I can't remember if I told you this. I was able to send the Mudbrooker a tracking number for a
Oh,
parcel that
okay.
I have ready to ship to
Mhm.
him, and, I think he sent me PayPal money to pay for this postage on the 16th of last month.
Okay.
So, Mudbroker, I didn't sit on your money. I didn't, spend it on foolishness. I didn't spend it. I bought a label. Okay,
Mm.
Mudbroker, I bought a label and thank you for the tip. And just for that tip and shit, um, and for the delay, I tucked a couple of extra goodies in this box that I finally did get back. But here's the deal. Here's the deal. Okay. It all started when I retired and then I sold my car. Okay. How's that for a beginning to the
Wow, I'm
most
interested. Yes.
boring story of your life? Stay here, folks. There's more to come. Okay. So I can't get around to the post office here and there. So anyway, I have this box. I have these cast iron farm animals. Okay. I've had them a couple of decades, cast iron. And I displayed them one time. Mud was interested. I said, I'll send them to you, but if you'll pay for postage. So he sent me money for postage. I But it took me a couple of days because here's the next thing. I didn't have any way to weigh this package.
Mm.
So I had to get a ride with my neighbor to the CVS so I could use my over-the-counter credits to get a bathroom scale so that I could come home and weigh this package. You weigh yourself first, and then you weigh yourself for the package, and then there's your postage amount that you need.
Mhm.
So so that happened. I made that happen. I'm a
Mhm.
mover and a shaker here in these parts. You guys pay attention. This is how you do it. Stick with me for more tips. Okay, so 13 pounds. It's 13. Actually, it's 12 and some change, but you say 13 just in case.
Yeah.
It's not a perfectly perfect scale.
Mhm.
So I did it. I USPS did the label, saved it to PDF. Okay,
Mm.
ready. Okay, I don't have a printer. And during this time of my life, you know, you guys have heard me speak of the Jetsons, the famous Jetsons couple here that live near me. Uh,
Mhm.
she they're a hoot. Anyway, the famous Jetsons. We had words, and the Jetsons and I weren't speaking for a time. Uh, Mrs. Jetson, I'm sorry, but sometimes Mr. Jetson is a real asshole. Okay, so anyway, did I say did I say that out loud? Anyway, so I was Mudbrooker, I'll get to you in a second there. Hi, sweeties over there. Uh, okay, so anyway, so we weren't talking for a while. They happened to have the only printer around. So me, I wasn't gonna reach out. I was kind of waiting for them because Jesus Christ, she has called me every single day for 11 years.
Mhm.
And so she went like a month without she must have been burning up, just not having any because I was her only friend. But anyway, so shorten this story up by a touch. We made friends. We are speaking. So I said, and there's a key issue here that I'm going to talk about on another show about supply and demand and blockchain shit. And I just
Okay.
made all those words up. Don't believe me. But anyway, so can you print a label? Sure. So she prints a label. She sends Mr. Jetson over with it. And I got my tape. I taped up the box. I got the label stuck on there. No problem. Mr. Jetson, they have a Poshmark. And
Oh.
so they always like shipping, receiving, doing all this stuff. So
Mhm.
I said, "Is this too heavy to Mr. Jetson for the mailman to take?" He says, "Oh, I know. We're friends. He'll take it." Okay, it's 13 pounds. So
Mhm.
anyway, I stick it out there on the mailbox, but not believing everything I hear, I kind of lurk in the window. I know what time the mailman's coming. So I meet the mailman out there and I said, and then I'm surprised. He's this little short fellow. I'm 5'3", and I probably got a half a head on him in height wise. And
Wow.
and so I'm looking at him and I'm looking at this box and I'm looking at him. And I said, "Is that too heavy for you to take?" And he says, "Oh, no." And he indicated by pointing, he says, "After I finish," and he circled around where all the apartments are around. He says, "I come back." I said, "Great." He
Mhm.
never came back. So I brought it back inside.
Uh-huh.
And so I haven't told Mr. and Mrs. Jetson, "Hey, that your guy didn't take it." And he didn't even come back to take it. So they haven't reached it. They may call me during this stream, okay, and just chat, and I'll say, "The guy didn't take it," and then I'm gonna ask, "Is this the regular guy?"
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Uh.
Play dumb. Yeah.
Excuse me, and he didn't look like his name was Tony.
Okay.
Yeah,
Who knows?
you
Who
get
knows?
all other, image in your head for a Tony,
Yeah.
it's not what
Well.
I saw out there at our mailboxes. So, anyway, it's here. So, anyway, my dependable neighbor, other neighbor, my immediate neighbor,
Mhm.
um, she has my so I have not asked her to,
Oh.
like, take me around the corner to we have like, one of those postal annexes right in my block,
Mhm.
but this is, like, 13 pounds, 12 pounds and some change,
Yeah.
and I walk with a cane these days
Mm.
for balance and safety. And so, no, there's no way I'm walking it. I need a rolly thing. But
Mhm.
anyway, I have not asked my neighbor to take me over there because just the other night, we have to they had to park their cars out on the street because 'cause they're painting our carports, parked out on the street, and her catalytic converter was stolen,
Oh.
and she didn't know it until she went out to go for lunch, and you could hear it all over the neighborhood. My windows were closed, and I could hear her start her car out at the curb.
Oh.
Yeah, so there's no and that I hesitated. I don't wanna ask her to, mud the package away, and yes, I was stoned, and I didn't forget. It's been haunting me.
Mm.
I've been keeping this package in front of me. It's been an eyesore. It's part of the furniture for so long. No, I didn't forget. It's been uppermost. It makes my blood run cold to think I have not mailed this to you yet. But
Well,
anyway,
the day
so
that you actually get it out the door and into the system is the day that you'll be celebrating.
and I can heave a sigh of relief and,
Exactly.
be grateful that I'm not constipated these days. Oh my god, that's a story for anyway, mud, I'm looking at it, it's like 15 feet away from me, I'm looking at this box. In fact, this box is green in color. My coil soil came in this box.
Mm.
What is coil soil, you might ask? It is soil for your garden, potting for pots and container gardens and stuff. It's made from coconut stuff, but anyway, it turns into planting medium. You
Oh.
add water and it expands like 100 times.
Mm.
It's the best thing since sliced bread. You just hack off a chunk with a hand spade, and then you break it up, put it in a pot, add water, and it goes whoosh, and fills it's wonderful. But anyway, you're getting it in that box. It says so because it's sturdy. It's quite sturdy
Mm.
mud. But anyway, I even sent poor Mud the tracking number and everything. And I tested it out even this morning. It says, no information. We're waiting for the package. Even USPS is condemning me. So, but anyway, so that's my elaborate story, Mudbrooker, over there in the chat. And you did need it. You did need that story, and I was stoned. Well, no, boy, these days, it's been so many I don't think I've ever gotten really stoned,
Mhm.
wasted, because that's so unpleasant because, you can puke. Um,
Mhm.
but pleasantly elevated is what I seek and what I achieve with
Mhm.
my usage of it. An elevated experience,
Mhm.
because, murder's illegal. Um,
Right?
yeah, and, boy, Mr. Jetson came so close, that misogynist.
Okay. Simmer down, simmer down.
I know. Well, fortunately, I do have my supplies here nearby within reach. So anyway,
Yeah, we don't need another headline. There's enough headlines out there already in
yeah,
the oh, no.
right,
Oh,
right. Boy, it's crazy out here. Phew.
yeah.
Man, it's crazy. So anyway, I must tell you my story. And okay, here is how uh, my Carl Dobkins Jr. story links to the issue with Mud not getting his package yet. Part of the reason I did not show a whole lot of warm fuzzies toward the Jetsons during this time of estrangement was because I found myself unable to poop. And anybody who has paid any attention to this channel and the shenanigans over the years is, I used to work for a doctor, and her thing was optimal bowel health is reflected in you pooping for every meal you eat. Okay, that's optimal. How many of us experience that on a regular basis? Very few, because our diets are shit.
Right.
Play on words. Got that? Did you see
Mhm.
that? Anyway,
Yes.
yeah. So
Aren't you
anyway,
clever today?
just yeah, it's because I can poop. Yeah, it's a miracle. It's truly a magical experience, when you think you're gonna die. And then of course during this time of my stove upment, um, I that's a word. Look it up. Um, I remembered that Patty Duke Aston, didn't she die from a poop explosion in her innards?
I don't know.
I do. I don't know why it had to be true, or I made it up. I was delusional because you get toxins released. The longer poop stays in your body, the more toxins you're exposed to, and they multiply and send out things that can really, I've heard, make you crazy. Um, excuse me, but anyway, that's all I could think of. But anyway, I was miserable, and I do not know what caused it. Oh, yes, I do. Um, I bought a brick of feta cheese, and I did that marinated veggies and beets and feta cheese and mandarin oranges and tomato, just everything all piled, and about a pound of feta cheese and Italian dressing. And then I'd add more feta cheese. And yeah, so I think that did it. It was a sudden blast of that made everything go, hold up. Um, yeah, so anyway, for 4 days, 4 days, I thought I was gonna die. Okay, I thought I was gonna die. And during my delusional state, when I was in misery, I would get these signs and I'd run in there and they say, don't, especially after a certain age, don't strain too hard because your brain could explode. So there's always that lurking. Anyway, I started, I was looking at some old pictures. I have this box under my bed, and I was just sitting there close to the bathroom, and I found this Thanksgiving picture, and it was a picture of some old friends that were out here from Ohio, moved out here because we're from Ohio. Joyce Hagedorn from Mount Healthy, Ohio. 6 drops if you're around. Have you heard of Mount Healthy, Ohio? One of those other little towns that nobody's heard of. But anyway, a neighbor of hers, was Carl Dobkins Jr. He was a kid, older than me, but a kid to her because she was my sister's friend. But he had a record called, okay, you guys he has a wiki, he has a thing out there. My Heart is an Open Book. Okay, Carl Dobkins Jr. Um, yeah, and so he was from Mount Healthy, Ohio. My our family friend hometown. And they'd visit, go over, they do. And so Carl Dobkins Jr. was on the Dick Clark American Bandstand show because he recorded other records as well. And so it was a big deal. Okay, so I started thinking about Carl Dobkins Jr. And maybe about 15-ish years ago, I was thinking about Joyce Hagedorn at that time too. You cycle around with your obsessive thoughts.
Mhm.
So I found him on Facebook. I think it was on Facebook. God, did I just fucking talk? So anyway, I reached out because I was thinking about Joyce and I was looking her up because okay, I'll share this really quickly. It's an aside. Joyce Hagedorn was the largest woman I'd ever met in my life. I was 10 years old when I met her first time. She came out from Ohio. Large. She was 6 feet, more than 6 feet, more than 6 feet. Yeah, but wait, and probably about 450. And she was a hairdresser, flamboyant as heck. She had dark red hair with a big flash of platinum in the front. And she would stop. She was very elegant. I mean, she would wear long silk skirts. She would come into a room and just, she was magnificent, Joyce Hagedorn. But yeah, it was great. But anyway, so I looked him up and I started thinking about Joyce, and I couldn't find her obituary because these days everything costs.
Yeah.
Pay 99 cents for this listing. Au contraire, it'll cost you more to get the full listing. So don't fall for that crap, you guys. So couldn't find her obituary. So I reached out to Carl Dobkins Jr. and I said, hey, do you remember Joyce Hagedorn and her dad, Fred? We called him Uncle Fred.
Mhm.
And he said, yeah. And I said, oh, man. Whatever happened? Do you have any info? And then he did not even answer me. What this guy did was sent me the link so I could buy his out of print record.
What?
That's it. He he had a page where you could buy his old records. My heart is an open book. I love nobody but you. Do 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 do. That wasn't him, you guys. That was me mimicking him, and that's what it sounded like. He was on American Bandstand. But anyway, that's no news about Joyce. No, hey, how are you? Did Joyce ever mention us, the family? No conversation at all. The fool just sent. Well, no, everybody wants to make a buck. Lord, you guys, click on my Ko-fi with my coffees. Buy me a coffee. We all are trying to get
So,
money off you, but that's what he did.
so you reach out, a stranger,
Yeah,
in a sense, you reach out to him randomly. He responds, you've got this connection of
one
this
degree
woman,
of separation.
right? And it's all about him. So he's sending you a link so you could buy his record.
Like I'm some fangirl reaching out
Exactly.
after a long dry spell of no Carl Dobkins Jr., and he was rescuing me with his oasis in the desert called My Heart is an Open Book. The little arrogant shit.
Well, maybe you're the first fan in 4 decades.
In Right? Yeah, because this was back in the late 50s.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Maybe he's demented, maybe he's senile, maybe he thinks everybody's a fan, you know,
Oh yeah, that could
and
be
they're all in the room with us right now. You just can't see 'em.
exactly. There you
It
go.
Yeah, so anyway, I was thinking about this on the last day, and you guys, this was recent. This was like just a little more than a week ago. Really, this happened. These thoughts were playing through my head. I was thinking about Carl Dobkins Jr. and I was like, it was on my mind. One more trip to the bathroom. Just okay. Maybe there's something gonna happen. It's been 4 days. I'm gonna die here. And I was thinking about that, and I sat down, and I just right when I was thinking, you little turd, or something relate, and da-da.
The big release.
The relief was almost painful because my stomach compressed so quickly because it was my descending colon was finally empty. It almost hurt. It felt so good to be empty. Yeah.
Well, thank you, Carl.
thank you. But it's really funny, and I am speaking very freely, honestly, and openly because the dead can't defend themselves. He died about a year ago, I think.
Oh my God.
Yeah, because I was gonna reach out, and yeah, so I recently found out that he conked out, but yeah, he sent me. You guys can Google him, and you can hear it's really high. What do you call bass treble? It's really
Okay, wait
high
a minute. So a
treble.
dead man just sent you a link, responded to you, and then sent you a link?
E
Is
about
it
this
at
was
home
about
in my house
50.
right now? I don't get what's going on here. You just said he died a year ago.
Yeah, he died a year ago. So this transpired with he sent me about 15 years ago.
Oh,
And recently, when I relieved my constipation, I looked him up, and
oh, gotcha. Okay. I thought maybe you just finished having this um thing with him and
I
like,
know I have, von Helton-itis.
I
You know,
think so.
I'm getting visitations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that clears that mystery up. Okay. So yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
either way,
so that's how and during the constipatory, time, I wasn't about to, like, be the first to reach out to Mrs. Jetson or Mr. Jetson. I waited for them to have
right.
balls to because I think they knew I was pissed at him for his misogyny. Anyway, so anyway, it's all good. It's all good. So perhaps, okay. Another thing, my good neighbor that had the catalytic converter stolen,
Hmm.
she's driving her car anyway.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God, you can hear when because she doesn't cook, she knows how, and she has a fully equipped, like a gourmet kitchen, and it's
Mm-mm.
beautiful. Anyway, antique, vintage stove, wonderful stuff. But she goes out because she can. She's got 2 retirements plus her anyway, her
Hmm.
business.
Yeah.
Better off than I am. Anyway, so she goes out for every meal, or she'll go to fancy schmancy Gelson's and get already prepped food. Yeah, I love her life. But you can hear her when she leaves.
Oh, wow.
You with your windows closed. So she but anyway, the catalytic converter guy who's gonna replace it and give her a good deal isn't gonna do it till tomorrow. So so
Well, that's
so
not
anyway, yeah, so anyway, so tomorrow or the next day when when I can get a ride to the little postal annex, I will get your package off, and you will have an actual functional tracking number. I'm so sorry, but shit.
We need to campaign to get you an electric trike.
But I m um,
Well, but then
mm.
again, I don't know precisely where you're located, so
Oh,
would
it
that
would be
even be
very
worth
functional.
it?
It would serve me well, but yeah, that I have a concern that I would depend on it too much. I am sedentary as it is. So, even though I pant and get out of breath just walking across the street to a little market,
Mhm.
and I have to stop on the way there and on the way back, it's like a football field away.
Right.
But if I had something on wheels, I would go downhill really fast, I think.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
But I love looking. I've even I've Amazoned,
Mhm.
looking to see what's out there. Oh God, some of them are cute. You can get like an electric cart that has like a cab over the top. Anyway, it looks like a little car.
Oh, wow.
It's a little four-wheeler, some of 'em are three-wheelers. Yeah, they're really, really cute. And then there's one, I'm a lightweight, I'm not very big, so
Mhm.
God, I could get motorized wheels for like $110.
Hmm.
Yeah, but I'd rather have that money to buy some chicken. So if anybody wants to coffee me out there yeah, who wants to
No, I hear you, especially in this right now with the world the way it is. You got to spend wisely.
Oh, so yeah, more. I did not. Have been so entitled my entire life, and it was delusion. I rarely shopped sales,
Hmm.
and I got that from my mom. She wouldn't buy something on clearance if her life depended on it because, that has no class, please, pretender. Anyway, yeah, had to buy name brand stuff of
Hmm.
food, groceries, whatever came on the television. I was the perfect consumer. I was what they aimed all their shit at,
Hmm.
but what a difference it makes when you do pay attention to what you're spending, how you're spending it, and what you're getting for your dollar.
Oh
It's
man,
it's
yes.
shocking.
Yep.
It's
I
absolutely stunningly shocking.
I
And
too felt that way where I could just go into a grocery store, throw a bunch of stuff in the cart, walk out
mhm,
the door, pay
mhm,
them, and
mhm,
go, "Oh, okay, well,
mhm.
that's the receipt. Okay, carry on," and think nothing of it.
Yeah, and go, "Ooh, they're getting expensive," and then go back 3 days later, maybe.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
You
maybe
know,
the day after that,
but it's
just
like, "Oh, I
really
forgot this," and so you go in and you drop another $200, and you don't really think much of it. Now, it's a case of watching where how you spend your money, pre-planning your meals, because that was the other thing. Oh, we'll just buy a bunch of frozen stuff and buy some vegetables and this and that. And
and I'll just whatever I feel like tonight. Oh, I don't have it, I'll go back to the market
right,
or or
I'm in the
drive
mood.
through.
Yeah, or I'm in the mood for this. So let's leave all the food at home and go back to the store and get such and such.
Yeah, but
So yeah,
phew,
now those days are gone, which is
those
good
days
though.
are gone, and those days are so gone, can get to the point as probably both of us have. I don't know about you 'cause you still have a job. But I'm beyond, looking for change in the couch cushions.
Okay, yeah.
I've got 3 little piggy banks here,
Hmm.
and I've there's nothing in there but pennies, and very few of those at that because, Coinstar we have something called a Coinstar in some of the supermarkets.
Mm.
You save up all your coins, and you can take them in there, dump them in the chute, and it sorts and counts, and then you get real money back,
Oh,
fully money.
nice.
Yeah, that's it. So I've long past done that.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah, and, this ti so and then you get better and better at it
Yeah.
as you work with it and go on, and it's just there's a there's a payoff. There is a pride
Hmm.
to that's a payoff. There's a satisfaction. There's a level of exhaustion, say, "Boy, I did it. Yeah, I'm ready for bed." There's all of that, and then making it work and just, sometimes you feel like you're moving mountains afterward, or you have moved a mountain.
Hmm.
Yeah, this okay, this month for me, usually, um, I will spend the last week and a half, 2 weeks of the month last half of the because I've run out of things to cook, because I'll do the big shopping, do all these plants, do all the freezer food, do all this. You eat the produce first because time limit, but and then what do I do now? Okay, this month I did the frenzied cooking, I've been bragging about showing yeah, what
Yeah.
cooking but and putting in the freezer all these servings, piling them up, piling up. I still have think I'm taking a break because Lord of mercy, I'm exhausted. So I'm eating from the freezer for the next few days, but I still have stuff to cook.
Oh my goodness.
I still have components to make more put in the freezer food and to have yeah, that and that's a first for me. Usually by this time, I've cooked everything I've bought, put
Right?
it all in the freezer, and, "Well, what do I do now? Okay, I'll have another burrito." You
Yeah,
know, I'll
your
have some
refrigerator's bare at this point, right?
I'll thaw some tuna casserole. Yeah, but the freezer is just, bounty. Uh,
Mhm.
but but yeah, so I've still got things to plan and cook. Also, first time this month, I made menus of all the stuff I plan on cooking and stowing in the freezer, and then I'm checking them off, and then if I need to, like, crush tomatoes in half a can and this, half a can and that, I indicated it. So, talking about that little tablet that I got that I am so happy with, was my present to myself, so yeah, and I've been checking things off, and there's a certain relaxation factor to that, I don't have to be so frenzied.
Right. And also, when you're going to do your meals, all of a sudden you're not drawing a blank because you know in your head there was other meals you wanted to make, but it just doesn't come to you now. You've written it all out. You've really planned this well.
Yeah, yeah, with in longhand too, and it's just it's so handy, and then yeah, so and I have, things lined up in my little pantry all grouped together, okay, all this stuff is going into this thing, all this stuff, and then, of course, I've been consulting my kids to a little bit. I was talking about, doing this, and one of my kids said, "Mom, welcome to fat girl cooking," because I told her about using heavy cream.
Ooh.
I've been seeing it here and there, and anytime I've ever seen that in a recipe, I sort of, like, semi-ignored it, and I always have, like, half and half if
Mhm.
it calls for that. Even just plain old milk, you know, I've never thought of, okay, following the directions and actually using heavy cream in a recipe. Holy tamale, it makes all the difference.
Oh, I believe it.
It makes it silky, it
Mhm.
will thicken it.
Mhm.
Your gravies, your sauces, it somehow it thickens it. It just gives it this body. Ugh. Oh my god, I've used it in scalloped potatoes, I've used it in tuna casserole, I've used it along with, Alfredo sauce,
Mhm.
in the and man, and so my daughter says, "Welcome to Fat Girl Cooking." I was the last one to know. My daughter's been doing it for years.
Mm.
Yeah, so anyways, so I have and I froze half of my heavy cream in a so I've got half it you can if you're just gonna use it can't use it for whipping up things for a meringue or but or for whatever, whipped cream. Yeah, it's only used can be used for cooking, and that's fine with me. I'm only gonna use it for cooking, but anyway, so I saved it for future. So, boy, I'm just full of the brags because I am feeling so accomplished. Shit.
Well, it's one of those things as time has gone on in the last year or so, I both of us have been exploring and discovering how to adapt with, the price of food and what to do, um, and how
Yeah,
to cook.
yeah, and, okay, I do almost exclusive Amazon grocery shopping, and Amazon does not feature a whole lot of, stuff that I would consider bougie or,
Mhm.
ridiculously expensive, but wonderful. Amazon kinda helps you draw the line because they don't feature it. You've gotta order through Amazon, but it has to be from Whole Foods or Boston Mar those places. So, anyway,
Okay.
so, um, I I totally forgot where I was going with when I okay, never mind. I could go off on another flight of fancy, but then so, anyway we've been on, God, almost, okay, 45 minutes. Shall we get to the monster? This whole thing. But anyway, Mud, it'll be here. It'll be on its way next week. I But meanwhile, the, Jetsons might come through for me because Mr. Jetson goes to that little annex regularly because, they do Poshmark, so maybe he might offer to take it for me. So we'll see. You'll be the first to know. Well, actually, I'll be the first to know. You'll be the second to know. Okay, but for,
So with Vaughn, what do
yes,
you think he is right now?
that is such a good question because he wound up with that New Jersey T-shirt,
Mm-hmm.
and, it's obviously one of those gas station T-shirts,
Yeah,
that you can
it
buy.
came out of a plastic bag.
You can buy refrigerator magnets and T-shirts and charger for your phone at some of those
Right.
truck
So
stops.
he didn't pack this,
No, it
and John
wasn't.
didn't pack this a year ago in a plastic bag for him. This is a brand new shirt.
It's a brand new shirt, yeah, and he was smart getting it sort of dirt color
Mm-hmm.
because, man, that last shirt, that ring around his neckband, phew, it
Oh,
was an unholy, grimy color.
did you see around his belly area of that red shirt? It was dark.
That doesn't surprise me. Ew,
It was
'cause
darker than the top part of his chest.
ew.
It was
So
bad.
so that means it was like the shelf to catch everything that fell off
And
his
probably him wiping his hands all the time.
across his belly,
Mm-hmm.
and then through his hair, and then across his
Ooh,
belly, and
ooh.
then through his hair
Oh.
100 times. Yeah, so let's watch Yvonne. Speaking of, like, name dropping and things, yeah, the Vonster, not to be outdone by anybody, is over here dropping names because, he's on Twitch,
Mm-hmm.
and, he he has discovered, or I guess he's been searching for famous people on Twitch, and I guess that some of them, they're just not there, Bonnie. But anyway, so let's watch Vaughn talk a little bit, and he okay, here it goes. No, we're going to do share screen. Wait, what in the world am I doing? Oh, I'm loaded. Okay, extra camera, video file, share screen. Okay, here we go. This, once again, thank you so much to Fat Photog, for, allowing us to gank his their good stuff. Okay, here we go. Fat Photog, thanks. Share.
Let's just have us a nice little chat about celebrities, shall we? Because there is a lot of celebrities allegedly on TikTok, so I want to address that. As somebody that's actually, been a thespian, that's actually.
Okay, here's a story we have never heard. Wait, are you there?
Oh, yeah. I was just looking at him going, that's kind of spooky.
You know what? That's pretty clever. I wish I could do lighting like that's really pretty darn good lighting
You
for
don't know
YouTube.
where he is.
You don't know where he is. He's lit from the side,
Mm-hmm.
top, and the greasy, glisten on his highlighted forehead. You know,
Oh, he's
on
in
it,
a car. It's
yeah,
nighttime, and he's probably got the interior light on.
yeah, it's up here somewhere.
Yeah, yeah,
The dome light, not
yeah.
bad, Bonnie. Okay, so anyway, he's a former thespian.
Oh,
fancy that?
Mm.
Back in the Grampy days, we were all speculating that, with all of Von's careers and certifications and
Mm.
awards and all that stuff, that he would have to be 120 years old
Oh,
to
I-
have done everything he said he did for as long as he did. And
yes.
so here's an additional thing that has not been accounted for. Here,
Oh, was
hence.
he vaudeville?
Well, let's find out what Vaughn has to say about being a thespian, folks.
Okay.
Had dealings with Paramount and Warner Brothers and, various and sundry other things. As somebody that's actually done that shit, and not to mention lighting and sound and all the rest of it.
Right.
You run into, or at least I do, you run into all these famous names here on TikTok. And, Scarlett Johansson, for example, who played Black Widow in the Avengers movie.
Okay, so when he's telling a story, he is looking lovingly into the camera with fondness for these imaginary people he's talking about. This is just kind of surreal. It's almost like an AI version of a man showing emotion. It's that creepy.
I, dementia coming in nicely there, Vaughn.
Yeah, hot and heavy with sliding into home plate with the dementia boogie. Okay.
And then you have Sandra Bullock and
Bullock. The lady of three names. Maybe four names. Sandra Bullock. Oh, my, you're just adorable. I will pinch those little greasy cheeks.
and you
Ooh.
have Jennifer Aniston. And now having said that, Gal Gadot does have an official TikTok here that you can find and utilize, but she's the only one. She's the only one I found anyway.
So how hard is he looking for people? Ooh.
Hey.
So he just probably types in rando famous people's names and hope a real one will show up. Gosh, you poor guy. Phew. Bored my in the car with a dog.
But now I have went down the list of names of all the famous actresses that are allegedly here on TikTok, and none of them are here. None of them are here. So you can take great delight in blocking these individuals because Sandra Bullock's own manager told Google flat out, no, she does not have TikTok. Not at all. Not even close. All right, so if you see Sandra Bullock or Scarlett Johansson or any other famous female actress, no, they do not have an official TikTok. And you say, well, Vaughn, there's some famous porn stars running around on TikTok. There is, and those
Well, he just knows that even better.
Right?
Boy, there's just some things you just don't want to know about people.
Right.
Oh, no.
Here he sits homeless with his dog in a car, probably in New Jersey.
Yeah, where
And
it's
going,
hot.
hey, I'm just going to start checking out the Twitter there and see how many porn stars got an account. Like,
Yeah,
who the hell does that? Well, Vaughn does.
Vaughn does. And then isn't Vaughn one of our guy that does the crazy stuff, modding the characters in a fantasy game
Oh, right.
so that it could be.
Modding horses, actually. I
Yeah,
remember the horse mods.
yeah, he was modding them to accommodate I don't want to even continue
Yeah,
talking about that. This is
y'all
just
just sort of
romantic.
figure it out for yourself. But this is the same man that apparently downloaded and played Shower with Dad. Remember that?
Oh,
He used to bitch about that game for I think because I don't know why.
I don't even
I
remember
don't
that.
remember why he bitched about it, but I just remember everybody just
Oh,
razzed him so bad about that game.
oh,
Shower with Dad.
Shower with Dad. That it just creeps me the hell out.
I mean,
Okay,
there's so
there's
many levels to Vaughn. It's not even funny.
and they're all dark and murky and smelly.
More
And
than more levels than Dante's Inferno. That's for damn sure.
no kidding, it just oh, it's like the endless reverse tower.
Those
Ooh,
don't have official TikToks either. Not a one of them. So if you recognize a porn star's name, yeah, it's a scammer. It's not real. Not real. So just so you know, thought I'd do this quick little video while I had the opportunity to do so. And but yeah, I mean, Sandra Bullock's manager was quite.
boy, sometimes it's really tedious hearing him repeat his little vignettes over and over and over. And
Mm-hmm.
okay, so there's another one of fat photogs that God, we've been on almost an hour. That I think it was the one before this that Vaughn did. He talked about reaching out to someone on TikTok and sending her $1,
What?
sending her so he could reach out, and I don't know why, forget the context, stoned again, uh, but he sent her $1, and her response was not what he wanted. Oh, I totally lost it. I can't remember, but anyway, it did not, turn out well, for Vaughn. He sent this oh oh, I know, I think she called him a stalker?
Oh, okay.
Called him a stalker, and Vaughn said, "Why is she calling me a stalker? I don't even know who she is. I don't even know why she would do that just out of the blue. She's calling me a stalker." And I guess she made a big deal about it on her account, and so he says, "All I did was send her $1. I don't know who she is or what," but he wanted to get to
Okay.
know her, and that's why he sent her the $1. So anyway, so and you guys, it was even more convoluted than what I just tried to explain.
Wow.
It yeah, so he's adventures on Twitch, you guys. Um, yeah, I'm gonna go find that again, but not today.
Oh, yes. Please do find that. That would be awesome.
Yeah, I'll send it to you too. Yeah, I'm sure it was some fat
Because
photo.
remember when he got tangled up with the whole Brittany Venti thing? Sending her when he was still back in I think was he even in the double wide? I don't even think so. When he was sending her over 4 grand or something.
Oh, I didn't even know about that one.
Oh, that's an old one, but wow. Yeah.
Huh,
And then he was trying to deny it.
um,
So,
interesting.
yeah.
Ha!
You
Ha!
know what? Look at him, a creepy 63-year-old man living in a car with his dog. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
roll the windows down. The man is ripe. And the thing is, he's out there looking for women.
He's out there looking for women, and he's leaving himself wide open to be uh, scammed because number one, yeah, his 190 IQ, no, it's probably not even. He's lucky if it's
You
double
know,
digits.
you better watch it. People like, oh my God, he could be a statistic.
He easily could yeah, through this whole entire saga ever since he left the shores of Lake Alice. It's
Right?
it's been a roll of the dice, truly. He
Mhm.
has no plan, seemingly not a care in the world. There's no tomorrow. Uh, yeah, so anyway, he's been damn lucky. But
What?
anyway, next Sunday,
Mhm.
we are going to do a very special show regarding Stinky.
Mhm.
And if it all works out, because, Lord knows we have no budget. We cannot compensate anybody for being honored. This is got, we're freeloaders. But if so, we'll have a guest with some maybe a couple of stories.
That would
Uh,
be nice.
so maybe stuff that folks haven't heard before. But
Mhm.
we're gonna see. So, and okay, I've been putting this off forever. I still have the dollar offer to get StreamYard in its fullest enhanced version for a month.
Oh,
So I think for this, so that we can do clips and intros and all little fun shit, I'm gonna pay the dollar and do it up right. Okay, I'm finally gonna do it. This is my excuse to do it, okay, because we might have a special guest, you guys, so don't miss it. Okay, next week, what's next week? It is, the 19th. Sunday, July 19th, the day before the 20th. I don't know what that might mean, but in case that's significant to any of y'all, it'll be 20th Eve. Okay, so you guys show up because we're gonna have a special guest. Yeah.
that would be fun. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, me too. Okay, so are we about done with this?
I'm gonna say so. The only thing I was gonna mention was, what is your take on Shani and Jason these days?
Well, and adjunct to that is G-Man sort of bromancing, battling Buff Weeb
And
about
oh man, it's like, dude, if you're talking about something a month away.
a month away, and um,
I
yeah,
listened to a little bit of it, and finally I just thought, yeah, he kept saying, in August, what, 19th or something. And I just thought, you know what? Okay, shut the hell up. I can't listen to you anymore,
yeah, and
because
G-Man,
anything can happen between now and then. And something probably will, and it'll never happen.
it'll never happen. But
Mhm.
meanwhile, G-Man won't shut up about it. It's the opportunity to use his gift of gab, as he calls his word puke. Uh,
So what's
and
this?
he won't stop.
He wants to be on the stank tank Buff's stank tank, or
And Buff is saying, "Okay, no, we're not gonna do a big deal for you." He says, "4 hours. You commit to." Buff is telling Jim, "You commit to 4 hours. My rules. You make no stipulations." So that's his offer. You have 24 hours to respond. He said that, I guess, this morning. But
okay,
anyway, simply because G-Man wants to wear Buff Weeb's skin,
exactly.
he is insanely stimulated and lusting
Yeah,
after Buff
he's got a
Weeb in
he's
his
got a boy crush
weird,
on Buff.
oh, such a boy crush. And
Mhm,
he also is dying for the attention,
mhm.
because he has this proprietary issue with Shanny and Riv. How dare Buff exploit his Shanny and his Rev when that's been his?
So here's the thing, though. Like, I haven't heard anything with
No,
their goings on with them.
not at all. No.
So in a month's time, what is G-Man actually supposed to be bringing to the table? It's all going to be about him. And it's like, okay,
Oh,
well,
it's
you know
never
what?
stopped being about him.
Well,
Oh, he's
exactly.
so boring.
And like I sent you the update of the weather report for the next few days in Scranton. I
Yeah,
wouldn't catch me out camping in a tent in that weather.
I know, by the lake, under a shade tree. Yeah.
Mind you, yes, maybe so, because you're not in a homeless camp. You would be in your own little tent far away from people, and you could build a
Yeah.
little fire, and you could cook your own food.
And you could
And
possibly, tether a floaty to the bank and go floating around
right,
the little
you
yeah.
know, that's true. I mean, okay, but 1 mile an hour wind when it right
Holy
now it's it was 83 a little while ago, 83 1 mile an hour wind.
oh, monster.
No, no, that's Rev and Shani.
I mean, Revenge.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then Vaughn's temperatures are roughly going to be the same. And then what by Thursday, they both are going to go up into the 90s.
mm,
But
mm.
in his case, he's got something like 7 miles an hour wind right now, but he's in a car. By
Yeah,
Thursday, oh my God.
and unless you're in a heavily forested area by the ocean, uh, I the air gets it's not just the sun or the temperature that you're feeling on your skin, the air heats up.
See, like for
So you're
myself,
breathing hot air.
yeah. And like I was showing you my temperatures. I'm grateful I live in the country and I do have some good winds out there right now. And my high is going to be 93, but feels like 102 or something.
Oh,
Um, but right now I'm thinking I don't even want to know what the city, because I live an hour north of the city, and I don't want to know or even be near that city, let alone a smaller city with all that heat trapped in the concrete
yeah, and
and
reflecting
asphalt.
off of it, and it reflecting off
Yeah,
buildings, all the structures, the
right.
concrete, the sun, oh, holy
So
crap.
for both of those, in East Brunswick and in Scranton,
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to be down by no riverbank or parked in a park. Oh, definitely not parked in a Walmart parking lot. Um,
Oh, dear. Yeah.
but so this will be interesting to see how much
Yeah,
Vaughn puts out for content.
yeah, this is, it's only not even mid-July.
He can't even go in. Can he really go into um, let's say a McDonald's or something as a treated as a cooling center? I doubt it.
No, I don't think well, into, like, maybe buy a bag of fries and sit there and eat them for as
I
long as
mean, you and I could do it. We could, well, clean ourselves up and get
yeah,
dressed, to hop in a vehicle and go down the street and go in, let's go out to eat in air conditioning and hang out for an hour and enjoy it and then come back to the heat. That's one thing. But to be a hobo in a car,
yeah, smelling like that with his grimy hands.
yeah.
Oh, with his and he's wearing sandals now, so
Oh,
all that gnarly stuff is visible at the end of his legs. Ooh, yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Well, he probably has to wear sandals because I'm sure that the toenails have, reached the point where they probably curl over the
y
sandal part.
right, and the yellow cheesy shit because of fungus.
Yeah, so he's probably click clacking. What do you want?
Right, like those, spike shoes that those bicycle marathon people wear.
Right?
They're clacky shoes.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, I always driving up the California coast, I called it the land of butt shorts and clacky shoes because you would pass hordes of these helmeted bike riders in their butt shorts, bicycling all along the coast. Yeah, so anyway, yeah,
Oh my
Vaughn
goodness.
has clacky toenails.
Oh,
Yep, reminds me of vacationing. Okay, so we're gonna end this because I have not had breakfast.
oh my goodness. Well, you
I
better
know,
go off and
and I have this bounty of food, but you know what I'm gonna have? I thought about it before I went to you know what I'm gonna have? And, you and I did confess to, like, having a little affection for tater tots.
oh
Yeah, yeah, so, I have pizza. I have 2 frozen pizzas. I have a package of 2 French bread pizzas in there in the freeze, and also one of those Tony's Totino's pizzas, 4 cheese pizzas. That, we both talked about hunking it up and putting each individual thing in plastic wrap, and then those are your servings.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna go have a French bread pizza right now
Excellent.
and a giant fake lemonade.
There you go. That's what I'm going to be having is some giant fake lemonade.
Yeah, I love my giant fake lemonade. Okay, my dear Prairie Queen, thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you once again for having me.
Because it's always nice being had, we say. Okay, so, oh, okay, wait a minute. Oh, Pagan Mama, you're okay. So Pagan Mama is our guest next week. I guess you guys are. Maybe I'll eliminate the chat for the replay. Pagan Mama sent sent me stuff, and she's telling me please eat way before you go through the messages. Pagan Mama sent me some tea.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Pagan Mama.
Oh, Pagan Mama, you just
And so it confirms she's a go?
yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, and then as I will share with you as time goes on, Prairie Queen. So anyway, Pagan Mama, thank you. Haven't even looked. All the tea. She's holy shit.
My goodness. Well, this is
This
going to
is
be fun.
Christmas is coming.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, call Jack Skellington. We're gonna Wow. This is okay. So thank you, Pagan Mama. Thank you, Genocide. Anybody who's watching this on the replay, we love every damn one of you. Thank you again. We're going to end this and I'm going to go have lunch. And then I'm going to check the emails after I digest Pagan Mama 37. Thank you, sweetheart. Okay. Oh, it's on Discord. It's way too much for one email. Ooh.
Ooh,
Okay, gotcha. Okay, so I can download it from there.
very interesting.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Love you so much, Pagan Mama 37. Thank you. Okay, Mudbrooker, thanks. Thinking about you all the time, every day, in every way. Okay, see ya. I'm ending the stream and